Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Timmy Treacle, and today I'm continuing my reviews of all four Scream movies. And right now I'm going to be talking about Scream 3. Yes, Scream 3 was supposed to be the third and final film of a trilogy, which we all know what happens there. But this movie received mixed to negative reviews with critics. It currently has a grade of a B on CinemaScore, has a 5.5 out of 10 on IMDb, a 36% on Rotten Tomatoes, and an 87% on Google. This movie was released on February 4th, 2000. It had a $40 million budget and it made $161.8 million at the box office. Again, this was directed by Wes Craven, but we have a different writer for this movie, Ehren Kruger. And this movie takes place 3 years after the second movie. And again, the movie stars Neve Campbell, David Arquette, Courtney Cox, Patrick Dempsey, Parker Posey, Jenny McCarthy, Liev Schreiber, Roger L. Jackson again is back as the voice of the Ghostface, Jamie Kennedy in a cameo, and Carrie Fisher in a cameo. Late great Carrie Fisher, love and miss her. But this is about Sydney, who has gone into hiding, trying to get on with her life. She is a she helps others with all types of issues, whether it be boyfriends, and she does this all from home. Um, and it's a regular job. She gets paid every time she signs in. She's got to go through a company, but that's what her life's work has turned out to be. She's trying to put the past behind her, um, and she wants to move on with her life. Now, in this movie, uh, even though she's billed as one of the lead actors, she's not actually a lead actor, um, because she only had 20 days available to shoot this movie before she was scheduled to do something else. And so they had to make this movie more about other lead characters. And of course, we know Dewey and Gale from the first two movies. And Detective Kincaid got a lot of screen time, along with other characters who are making a movie, Stab 3, which is the sequel to, of course, Stab 1 and 2. And uh, they are being picked off one by one, and this is a spoiler review. So if you haven't seen the movie, mute the review or don't watch it until you've seen the movie. I'll give the camera a thumbs up when I'm done with the spoilers. But the characters for this Stab movie 3 are being picked off one by one. But before that, though, you see Cotton Weary on the phone with his girlfriend, and she's being chased by the Ghostface killer. So Cotton races home to help her out. When he busts into the bedroom, she thinks it was heard his voice, and the killer was using one of those voice boxes. Well, turns out it wasn't. He didn't do that to his wife. She was killed, and he was killed. So they're done within the first 10 minutes of the movie. So there are some more characters that are gone from the previous two movies. And then, like I said, it picks up with Neve Campbell, aka Sydney, who, like I said, is trying to put her life back together. People start getting killed one by one, and so Dewey and, of course, Gale are there. One's trying to get a story. One is actually working on the set of the movie as an advisor, which is Dewey. Patrick Dempsey's character, Detective Kincaid, wants to speak with Sydney because he believes she can help, but Dewey doesn't want to give up her whereabouts because she's in hiding. But she voluntarily comes in after she is contacted by the killer, and she decides to help and wants to put an end to this for once and for all. Well, what they were originally going to do was they were going to have, since Randy's character was so popular, they were going to have his character survive but he was in protection, so no one could get to him either. But then they thought about it, and it just really didn't make no sense. But they did put him on a videotape in the event of his death. They were supposed to be shown the tape. His sister brings it to them on the set of the movie and shows it to him, and he gives them what he always does, the great advice for surviving a third movie or a trilogy. And he says everyone is a suspect, everyone can die. And he's like, even including you, Sidney. He said the third movie usually reverts back to the first movie where there was a secret and no one knew nothing about it. And we find that out. We find out that the killer is Sidney's half brother. And he is responsible for his and her mother's death, ultimately. Because 4 years earlier, he showed up at the doorstep of Maureen Prescott, and she slammed the door in his face. She didn't want nothing to do with him. That angered him, so he enlisted Billy and Stu to do some work. And that's what led to the third movie and why he was so angry and wanted to kill her. And at first, I hadn't seen this one again in a long time. I always thought it was Detective Kincaid, played by Patrick Dempsey, as the killer. But I was wrong. But would have been pretty sweet too. But the twist of the ending, though, was really good. The fact that she had a brother she knew nothing about. And I like that. I like what they did there. The story is good, but it's definitely not as good as the first two movies. Some of the characters in this movie were not that good, especially the main ones who were supposed to be portraying the real actors from the other movies, and they weren't that good. Jenny McCarthy was great. She's beautiful. And some of the cameos were great. Like I said, Carrie Fisher, love her to death. But other than that, some of the good things about this movie, again, were some of the kills. The fight scene between Sidney and her brother in this movie is fantastic. Chair shots, knife stabbings, gunshots, just everything. Everything you want in a sequel. But it's just not as good as the first two. But it is a very good third movie. It was supposed to be the final movie of a trilogy, which I think if they would have just left it there, no biggie. But does the fourth movie hurt or help the franchise? I'll let you know in that review here shortly. But as far as Scream 3 goes, it's a serviceable sequel. One I did enjoy. Actually, I enjoyed it more now than I did back then. Back then, I trashed the movie. I just thought it was really dumb. But as watching it as I'm older, and I really enjoyed it. So with that, I'm going to give Scream 3 an 8 out of 10 and 2 thumbs up. So definitely check this movie out. Other than that, in the comment section below, give me your thoughts and opinions on Scream 3, and let me know who your favorite character is in this movie. For me, I love Detective Kincaid. I think Patrick Dempsey did a great job, and I love Gale Weathers' performance in this movie as well. David Arquette is the same goofy character, but at the same time, it's serviceable. So check it out. If you like this review, hit the like button. If you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell icon, and let's talk about movies. I love talking about movies, especially horror. Again, this is part of my 31 Days of October. So other than that, I thank you guys for watching, and look forward to more reviews and the ranking of this series very soon. Check you later.